The desk lamp hums. I've told maintenance 3 times. It isn't loud, just persistent. A hive trapped in the bulb. Outside, rain taps the window. Not hard. Polite. The kind that apologizes for existing. He sits across from me, same as every Thursday. But today his fingers won't stay still. They pluck at his jeans the way you'd worry a scab. His usual rehearsed calm is fraying. "She's in the walls," he says. I let the sentence linger. Air conditioning kicks on, shuddering through the vent. One of his eyelids twitches, a Morse code I can almost decipher. He leans forward. Synthetic leather creaks underneath him. I tore them open last night, drywall dust in my lungs, nothing inside but pipes and insulation. A pause. The rain sighs. But this morning, scratches. My pen hovers over the notepad. "Anyone else hear them?" Sharp laugh. "You sound like my landlord." I glance at my laptop's clock. 18 minutes left. He smiles. Not the wry half-smile from sessions past. This one's unbuttoned. Too much teeth. "Third floor corridor," he says. "Building on Cartwright, behind the plaster." My pen stills. The lamp flickers, darkens, recovers. For 7 breaths, neither of us moves. My fingers find the clinic's panic button under the desk. Cold metal. Unpressed. "You feel it, don't you?" he murmurs. My coffee's gone cold. Across the room, the vent exhales. Something scrapes inside it. The scrape in the vent becomes a wet drag, like fingernails through sludge. I swallow. Air whistles faintly between the slats. His eyes lock onto the vent fixed, hungry. My thumb traces the panic button's edges. Not yet. Ever notice how hospitals, clinics, churches all smell the same? His voice wraps around the static hum. Bleach and rot. Pious rot. A draft slithers across my ankles. Cold licks upward. The vent rattles. His fingers dig into his thighs now. Denim threads unraveling. Drywall dust clings to his hairline. Pale as ash. "Be honest." His tongue darts over chapped lips. "Have you ever really listened to your ceilings at night?" The room tightens. My ears strain. Beyond the rain, beyond the lamp's buzz, something breathes. Shallow. Irregular. His grin widens, gums glistening. "She borrows faces," he whispers. The vent groans open a half-inch. Clicking echoes? Mandibles? A child's giggle. My throat seals. The lamp dies. Darkness spills. His chair shrieks backward. I press the button. Silent alarm triggered. Fluorescent stutter on. He's past the door, palm slapping the exit sign's edge, red glow bleeding down his wrist. "Next session, we'll talk about foundation cracks." The vent slams shut. Coffee swirls oily reflections in my cup. I count the scratches on my notepad. None were there before. The walls exhale. I trace my thumbnail along the notepad's edge, same jagged rhythm as the vent's clicking. Rain smears the window into a liquid bruise. My reflection splinters. Something moves behind the glass, or inside it. I pour the coffee down the sink. It clings, viscous. Black strands snake toward the drain. When I blink, they're gone. The pipes shudder. His file lies open. Date of birth, smudged. Address, a street I don't recognize, though the zip code pricks like a half-remembered dream. I dial the number. A child answers, humming. The melody matches the vent's dead clicks. My wristwatch ticks backward. Just once. 2001 3 p.m. becomes 2001. The second hand trembles, stutters. I press my ear to the vent. Cold metal. A draft feathers through, sweet, decaying lilacs. My pen rolls off the desk. As I crouch, fingertips brushing carpet, I see them. Strands of hair, gray, wiry, tangled in the chair legs. Not mine. His? The exit sign flickers. Red washes the floor. Something wet glistens beneath the door. Not blood. Thin. Translucent. Snail tracks? I press a hand to the linoleum. Cold. Sticky. I lock the door. Turn every light on. Shadows clot thicker. The notepad trembles. Fresh scratches etch themselves, slow as sleepwalkers. 7 letters. The phone rings. The same shrill pulse as the vents humming. I don't answer. It bleats 6 times, then chokes into silence. My breath mists the air. The thermostat reads 78 degrees. The snail trail under the door thickens, milky, iridescent. When I kneel to touch it, the substance threads between my fingers, warm, alive. I scrub my hands on my slacks. The stain blooms like a Rorschach blot. A face, a keyhole. A thump overhead. Not the storm, weighted, deliberate. My neck prickles. The ceiling tile above the desk bows slightly, as if someone's pressing a palm against it from the other side. The child's hum resumes, closer now, warped through the vent's ribs, colder. The tune fragments into syllables. Words? I press my mouth to the grate. Who are you? The notepad shifts, untouched. New letters bloom. T-U-R-N, T-A-G-K-E. Y scan the room. No keys here. None, since the incident with the janitor's closet. My wristwatch spasms. 2012, 2012, 2012, then detaches, slides down my arm like mercury, splatters on the floor. The hands swirl into a slow vortex. Blood! No. Tiny teeth. The exit sign dies. Only the snail trails glow now, phosphorescent veins snaking toward the vent. Cold velvet air licks my ankles. I grip the chair. A giggle, syrup thick. From the ceiling, from my own throat. Stop! But it's my hand reaching for the vent cover, my fingernails prying, metallic screech, rust flakes snowing. Dark gap. A breath kisses my knuckles, smells of birthday cake and embalming fluid. Something glints inside. Brass. Teeth. Turn the key. The key burns cold, thrumming. My tendons lock as it fills my grip, too large, misshapen, as if molded from bone marrow. A scrape echoes through the vent, not metal, wet, hungry. It fits the hole beneath the grate. My arm moves on marionette strings, wrist twisting. A muffled click cascades through the walls. The ceiling splits, not plaster, but membrane. The air curdles with fungal stench. A nursery rhyme whispers from the vent and my molars. Tick-tock! The key's in the clock! Light bleeds green. Snail trails pulse across the floor toward my shoes. Above, the split widens, a glisten of silver hair, a scuffed Mary Jane dangling, not dangling, kicking. Something drags the child upward. Her ankle blooms purple. She mouths words at me. The keyhole exhales. The notepad vibrates. I crawl, fingers trailing viscous light. The page screams in charcoal. Y-O-U-L-E-F-T-I-T-O-P-E. Footsteps. Heavy. Beside me, my breathing sinks to their rhythm, slow. Amused, the sealed closet door creaks open. The darkness inside is glossy. Breathing. The snails caress my collarbone. I don't remember unbuttoning my shirt. Their trails spell it on my chest, raised and burning. Come! Inside! Come! Inside! Come!